It's bracket time. All over college rugby, we broke down the women's playoffs earlier this week. Now let's break down the men's. All right, let's start in men's Division 3. We have 437 teams playing this weekend in men's Division 3 playoffs. Is that accurate, Zach?
It feels like that. That's the real feel temperature of the number of teams playing, but all of them competitive, Pat. I'm looking at the matchups here and I don't see one that I would trade away for a less complex bracket structure.
I mean, across the board, we have fantastic games going out. I mean, we are in a play-in round this weekend for all intents and purposes, and then we will seed the round of 16 after this weekend. So that's what we're trying to get to. We have 6 play-in games across the board. St. John's, Minnesota against Xavier. Richmond versus Loyola. Colorado School of Mines versus St. Ed's. That's a huge one in Denver. I think that's going to be a fantastic match, welcoming the Lone Star Conference into this competition for the first time. Brockport Holy Cross, your Crusaders are in action. The U.S. Merchant Marine Academy against Endicott. Susquehanna against Franciscan. Zach, any of those highlights jump out to you?
Absolutely, Pat, and it's going to be a theme throughout our bracket talk today, winning those conference championship matchups and helping get those more favorable playoff pathways. The Franciscan-Susquehanna game, to me, is going to be a fantastic match. I think that's going to be a great game to watch. But you feel for Franciscan, who had it, we're going so strong, but they lose that rematch against Slippery Rock in the ARU Conference Championship, and now their pathway includes a very dangerous Riverhawks team that almost beat Catholic, in that conference, and then after that, if they win that game somehow, they're going to get the Keydets, who are now the number 1 school in the country in D3 and VMI in the next round. So whereas Slippery Rock has a little bit of an easier path out west now as the number 1 seed. That's the SUNY Brockport Holy Cross matchup is going to be great as well. SUNY Brockport beating Alfred in the Lake Effect Conference Championship. Shout out Dale Russell, who took Alfred from the first year of the program ever, not winning a game last year, to the conference championship, but not enough to overcome SUNY Brockport in that one. And then you see Richmond, the Spiders, as well. I think they'll beat Loyola Maryland in that play-in game, but they have Wisconsin-Eau Claire waiting for them after that because they lost that conference championship match to VMI. So plenty of great games there on the play-in weekend.
Well, you talked about why you want to win your conference championship, but, Catholic, they win their conference championship, and what's their reward? They get Duke, who was ranked number 1 like all year and just had to slip up in their conference playoffs. So there's nowhere to hide in men's Division 3.
Yeah, Pat, that is a great rematch, actually. I'm looking forward to that. It is not great for Catholic, but Duke Catholic faced off in the regional final last year. Duke ultimately winning 51-45. So a lot of scoring going on last year. Should be a rematch, a repeat this year with some fireworks in that opening round game.